Cafe Anyway.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Happy Friday, the first Friday of 2019. I always like to mark the occasion by gargling on my podcast. That was me gargling without any liquid because I have no liquid here for me at Cafe Anyway, though maybe I'll get a root beer later on. What is he talking about? I don't know. I'm assuming you've never listened to the show, so I'm going to say welcome.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
To episode 1777, 1777, with a lot of sevens in there.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
And if you are very biblical, you'll know that 777 has to do with God, the angels, and of heaven. And it is a counter number 2666. That's about Satan. And he has a StitchFix account, because that's a circle of hell.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Who came up with that idea? StitchFix. I mean, what's that about? What is it about? Apparently, it's
Mike's
where you order
Daily
clothes.
Podcast.
Well, actually, you know, they pick the clothes.
Yeah!
Oh my God! I've been meaning to read this for weeks now. I just remembered. I had it over here hiding under one of the tables of Cafe Anyway. I brought some of my own salad dressing to work today. I made a little vinaigrette using peanut. What I like to do, let's say I've just finished a jar of peanut butter. What I like to do is take the peanut butter that's left in there that I can't scrape out because I don't have a knife that works, and then I mix in a little, vinegar, maybe a little bit of, oil, olive oil, and kind of shake it all up, maybe add some other ingredients. I kind of went a little Asian with a little bit of rice wine, a little bit of sesame seed oil, and bam, you've got a nice kind of Asian vinaigrette thing with peanuts. So my lovely lady friend used to have a StitchFix account. Here's what sucks about it, is you will have to... Someone gets the clothes for you, right? They send it to you in a package. That's nice, getting a package in the mail. Then you keep the items that you like. So you have to...
And here's today's podcast picture.
The stuff that you like, you end up paying for. And the stuff is all overpriced. And... let's say you don't like it all. You have to take this package, and you can't just drop it in a mailbox. That's what the podcast picture today is of a mailbox. No, it's not. You have to go and wait in line at a post office and have it done there. Or you can go to a UPS place and pay $1, and they'll take care of it. Ugh. So this is what they wrote to my lovely lady friend. This is the last StitchFix she ever took. And here's what it said. Hello, name, and happy Fix Day. I hope you enjoyed a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday spent with family and friends. Can you believe that we are in December? Oh, okay, this was last month. My name is Adrian, and I loved styling this fix for you. I started this fix with a classic everyday skinny. The STS Blue Skinnies are the perfect dark wash that will allow you to dress them up or down. For a great work look, pair your new jeans with the Evolution by Cyrus Color Block Pullover. Now you're speaking some other language. I don't know what this is all saying. This fits your neutral taste. What? They're saying my girlfriend is neutral? This fits your neutral taste, but the color block detail gives you that break-in pattern that you like as well. She likes a break-in pattern. Lastly, add the market and spruce booties for the head-to-toe look. With the holidays here and the new year upon us, let me know if you are in need of any party looks or staple pieces for the new year. I hope you love your new goodies. I cannot wait to hear how everything works. XO Adrian. No more, Adrian. She canceled her StitchFix. It's done. All right, I don't know where to throw this. I don't see a trash can here at Cafe Anyway, which we usually have trash cans. Look, there are some people here at Cafe Anyway. Shall we say hi to them? I think so.
Hello, Mike Matthews. It's Chely Shoehart, the shop supervisor. I think that's a great idea about people doing the StitchFix thing because they don't want to go out and buy stuff and go out to stores and stuff and try stuff on. Someone picks it for them. It's like having your own designer. It's awesome.
Look who else is here. Hello, Mike. This is Floyd the Floorman. And this is John Deere, the engineer. Floyd and I had a great New Year's. We stayed up till midnight. How can you do that? I'm so offended.
But if you get offended, that's the way the cookie crumbles. No.
I usually say something like that because I'm Floyd the Floorman. Well, I'm glad you guys had a great New Year's. That's awesome. Oh, Ellison Barber. I think she was the... No. So someone still has Fox TV on here. StitchFix. So, yeah, 1777. Oh, speaking of the Rose Parade, I forgot to say about the Rose Parade. And by the time I record the next podcast, it will have long happened. But that Rose Parade had a big float breakdown at the very end. And it was so bad that, like, Lisa Gibbons, who I'm so glad she has recreated herself as a Rose Parade anchor. She's replaced the Stephanie Edwards. Stephanie Edwards was the spokeswoman. She used to be the spokeswoman for Lucky's, I think. It was some supermarket chain here in the California. And I remember because I had to take her commercials that she did for radio, and I'd have to put them into the system that played the commercials for the radio, and I had to hear her voice all the time. I hate it. And then there was Bob Eubanks, who used to host the Newlywed Game back in, the 60s? So he in the 70s. And so when you think of Bob Eubanks, you usually think of women wearing their 70s attire, just recently married. And, oh, guess what? Those newlyweds don't know a thing about each other. They just wanted to hop into the seat to do the Newlywed Game, I guess. That's what their thing. That's what that showed us, that game show. So many people were getting married so fast because, hey, you have to get married before you do something else that you really want to do. And so they would just, let's get married then. Let's get married. Oh, wait, we're going to be, like, together forever? And that we have to know how to communicate, know stuff about each other and accept each other for who each other is. And, yeah. Newlywed Game. So many people got divorced after being on that. But yeah, Lisa Gibbons. So I knew someone that worked for her, worked in part of her radio show. She had this countdown show. It wasn't, well, at first she did like a top 30 countdown, but then for some reason she got away from that and just started playing music. And she would talk about, she was kind of a John Tesh, if you ever heard that show. Not quite a Delilah, which it's amazing. She's still on the air, and she makes a lot of money. And everybody knows who Delilah is. And I was explaining this all to my girlfriend, is that you have this woman, Delilah, who's on something like 400 markets, 400 radio stations across the country. And basically the radio station can play her when she's not always live. So some of the phone calls you hear her do when she's talking to someone, hi, you're on with Delilah.
Yeah, Delilah, I really like my boyfriend, but I think he's cheating on me.
Well, you need to talk to him because she has a deep voice. Delilah has a deep voice. And I think you can make the right decision. She's actually, so my lovely lady friend is a therapist, and she goes, I used to listen to Delilah a lot, and she actually gives really good advice that I think a lot of therapists would agree with. So that's good, at least. Someone getting popular and deserving it. But I knew someone, I know a lot of people, I guess, but I knew someone, I worked with someone back in Ventura. She did a morning show for ages, like decades. And she used to tell me, oh yeah, I knew Delilah back in Washington. Very nice lady. So from that account, Delilah's a nice lady. I don't know if she's changed since then or whatever. But back to Lisa Gibbons. So someone else I knew Lisa Gibbons and worked for her. And she just glowed about Lisa Gibbons too. So those are some nice people in the entertainment world, and I'm glad that Lisa, right? Lisa Gibbons is still, well, she's found this place now doing the parade. I don't know who the guy is that does it with her, but whatever. The guy who does it with her, that's an interesting. So Joan London, speaking of other female spokeswomen, peoples, ladies that speak and are on TV and are personalities and are popular and push some kind of product. A lot of plosives in that sentence. Joan London. So Joan London at one time decided, maybe about 10, 20 years back, that, hey, I'm going to have a spiked haircut. My hair is going to be short from now on. Kind of like the way I decided, hey, I'm going to be bald. I started shaving my head 11 years ago, I think. And for the people keeping track, I've lived in the Bay Area for now almost 10 years. I don't know why I brought that up, but there you go. And I haven't played sound effects on this show in a while. I'm getting rusty. As we go outside a cafe anyway, we were somewhere in Podcastro Valley, Mont, the last place on earth, Cafe Anyway. And what happened?
Anyway.
So my thing is, starting a sentence with "so" makes you sound like you don't know what you're going to say next, which I do. I'm kind of going Obama-ish, like right now. What do you think?
Washington's made things worse. That's not even funny.
Okay. I'll stop doing it then, Obama.
I appreciate that.
What happens is, Netflix had a down year last year. I didn't know this. Everybody was talking about Netflix at the beginning of last year, but it was a year ago to the day almost that I canceled my Netflix because I saw it was coming for renewal like on the 4th, and I said, okay, I do not like this service anymore. I don't like any show that's on here, and I canceled it. And I got a wonderful, how much money? Like $120 back. Yay. $120 that I went and put to some other good use. Okay, real quick, let's zip through the news as we're outside here at Cafe Anyway. Some stuff that I picked up on as I came to work. Our local representative, his name is Eric Swalwell. Make the joke now. Eric sure knows how to drink because he can swallow well. Oh, thank you. I needed this ages ago. Thank you for pouring this for me, Floyd the Floorman. You know, the Brewmaster might get mad and he might cut you. I don't care. I don't like the Brewmaster. He's offensive. Really? But if you get offended...
But if you get offended, that's the way the cookie crumbles. No.
I know. No, we're good friends. Because I'm Floyd the Floorman. Excellent. So, when I came in, Eric Swalwell was on Hugh Hewitt's show. Hugh Hewitt's conservative. I've talked about Hugh Hewitt. I met him. Very nice guy. Eric Swalwell was on his show, and so he's a Democrat on this conservative show, and he did a very good job because he made the case. He's investigating Trump.
Wrong, because you'd be in jail.
And said, well, we've got a lot of questions still left unanswered. No one's answering our questions. And he also brought up, I didn't know this. I work near Dublin, California. They called it Dublin, I think, because during the wintertime, like now, with the green rolling fields, the hills, the green hills, it looks like Ireland a little bit, like Dublin. A tiny little bit. Not the most. Now I went pirate on ya. Arr. Where's my Irish jig? Aye, that's enough. So, what happened was...
I spelled my name, Danger.
Eric sounded pretty good. I don't know. Did I miss something? Is he going to run for president? I don't know. I don't think he's ready for that. I don't know, but... this was for something I said earlier. Let me play this.
Phrasing?
Okay, good. We got that out of the way. I think if you chop and paste that later or earlier in the show, do it on your own, because I don't have time. It'll be fine. What happened, Eric Swalwell was on, and I have still to meet Eric Swalwell. He is very accessible to the people of Podcastro Valley. He goes on walks with people. He says, I'm going to do a walk at the East Bay Regional Park. Do you want to go with me? And people go, sure. And they join Eric Swalwell. So he does have kind of this what was his name? Lieberman. Joseph Lieberman, that was almost our vice president. Actually, he was our vice president, and then the Supreme Court stopped counting Chads, and we ended up with Bush. But he kind of has this rolling thing with his mouth. So sometimes you can't understand Eric Swalwell, and there's a joke there about Swalwell and slurring and swallowing. I don't know. So he was on that. And then, oh my God, I just saw, Haley from the Daily Haley. Good God, the Daily Haley is here? What? You want to come in? Do you want to go? Do you want to say, I should put you on that mic over there. I was just wrapping up the podcast, but.
You don't want me to put me on yourself?
No, wait. Here, look what I played.
Phrasing.
See? That was Archer. You don't like that show, do you?
I've only watched it when I was drunk.
That's the best way to watch it. I was just zipping through the last part because I know I got to work because I'm an operations manager now and I got stuff to do.
I'm supposed to clock in 5 seconds.
Oh, do it! Yeah, get that sweet money. That cash. Wait. This is also for you because you're going to get cash. Those are the only 2 sound effects I know where they are. So.
Good morning, Castro Valley.
Yeah! That was a surprise visit from Haley. I'm going to play the Daily Haley sounder right here.
The Daily Haley. The almost Daily Haley.
That was good. All right. Okay. Wow. He hasn't been on in like 3 years. Amazing. Go back and listen to his old shows that we used to do every morning. We did this banter back and forth. That was awesome. Also, the freshman class, whatever, the Democrats took over the House, and we ended up with a very diverse group of people in the chamber yesterday, and it was amazing because on one side was all Democrat and was the things that they wear when you're Muslim and all the headdresses and the lovely clothing other than suits and ties and power dresses and power suits, which were what the Republicans were wearing. You had this diverse crowd, so it's like new blood and exciting in the House, and apparently that happened yesterday, and I guess I'll have to save the rest for the next show. Next show, it'll be the wonderful Benita, the Disgruntled Fiddle Player, and the Brewmaster. I will post a picture of something from the world of... Oh, let's do this first.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST.com. Email Mike now at MIKES-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!
8 years ago, I went to the town of Sonora. 8 years ago today, I think, around this time 8 years ago. So I posted a picture of downtown Sonora. Check it out at MIKES-DAILY-PODCAST.com. You can call me 336-MM-DAILY.